Alright guys, just a quick heads up. So it's Indomitus weekend, so there's lots and lots of new stuff coming up. I'll be uploading all of the new content over the weekend, so every release that comes out for 40k this weekend, I'll be reviewing and unboxing that kind of stuff. Obviously the reviewing stuff, it might take me a little while to get into it so I can give it justice and that kind of thing, but all the stuff that I can cover this weekend, I will be. So I'd massively appreciate a like and a subscribe, but let's have a look at this app. Hi there guys, new Warhammer, new app. Now, lots of frustrated people will already know that it's only available on Android devices at the moment. So what I had to do is I had to do a really quick and dirty mod to my Kindle Fire to be able to get the Google Play Store on there so I could get this app on. Now, if you can find another review which is directly from a Android device, you might be better off looking at that, because what we are missing here is the core rules. So if I try and go into the core rules, it just kicks me out. But all that is just basically a PDF of the core rules. So the core rules that are already available on the Warhammer community website, that's basically what it is. We've got the Battleforge, which is not available yet. So Battleforge coming soon, Forge Armies, Master Rules, blah, blah, blah. I'll obviously re-review that again once it's available. But what we do have, and to be fair, I think it's pretty cool, is the reference guides. So I'll show you a little bit of what's in here. But just to let you know, if you look at all of these different things, so we've got Blackstone Fortress, chapter approved 2019, all of the codexes that are currently available, codexes for the Forge World online stuff, all the Imperial Armour stuff, and all of the Psychic Awakening stuff. What is available here is all of the rules references. So these aren't PDFs or anything like that. So if I show you, first of all, Blackstone Fortress, a game that I love, it will give you the first one, data sheets. These are all of the data sheets for the 40k rules for the Blackstone Fortress miniatures. So if we have a look at Amelin Shadow Guide, here's our data sheet for her. Now, none of this is live data, so you can't click on any of this for further explanation or anything like that. But it gives you all of her stats. So general stats there, her weapons, all of her abilities, and any keywords that she's got. So that is very, very cool. I like that. We've also got from Blackstone Fortress any psychic powers, which we've got one there. Any war gear, very small amount there. I'll look at a different one, and then any weapons. Right, so that's maybe not the best one to pick. So let's have a look at, if we look at Sisters of Battle, Adeptus Sororitas. We'll look through the data sheets here. Let's look for one. Look at the Retributor squad. So again, standard stuff here, weapons, general stats, so obviously all of the weapon options there, war gear options, abilities and keywords. Okay, so that's the data sheets for there, but again, it's got all of detachment abilities, information there. It's got order convictions here, so this is clickable. So as much as it is indeed the codex data in app form, but I actually think it's quite good. Now, I was worried about what I was looking at previously because I've noticed that within an hour of this coming up on the Google Play Store, the average review was 1.9 out of 5. So I just immediately thought, Christ, it must be dreadful. And obviously, because of the way I'm using this on a Kindle Fire, a kind of hacked way of getting this app onto here. So I'm not surprised that the core rules PDF doesn't work. And it's a shame to not have the Battleforge stuff yet, but, you know, it kind of is what it is. So we've got relics here. So it is good for an easy reference to what we've got. Stratagems. It's got all their command point values on there. War gear, which we saw previously. Warlord traits. So yeah, I am happy with it. Okay, so let's get away from the codex stuff and let's have a look at, to have a quick look at the Imperial armor. So we'll look at the Xenos index. Again, more of the same, but you know, it just covers more. So interestingly, there's a little space for images here, which obviously haven't all been uploaded yet. So they'll be there when they get there. And then we've got all the Psychic Awakening stuff. So if we look at Psychic Awakening Pariah, it gives us all the information from there as well. So in terms of what we've got so far, all right, so we will already have all this stuff carried over in our codexes and all that kind of thing. But it is one place altogether. So what I've got here, I've got access to everything because I'm paying that £3.99 subscription, which I signed up for. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'll keep it going or not. However, from the point of view for the amount of information that we get for that £3.99, it's obviously depends on what you do with it. So we've got salamanders here. Yeah, ultimately it depends on what you do with it. So if you are going to make use of all this data, then it's worth it. And if you're not, it probably isn't. From which case, that eventually we'll be able to put in all of our codes from the new codexes that we purchase. You're not going to pay your monthly fee. Then all that. So if you don't pay your monthly fee, all that data will be in there when you use your code. Now the information that we've got so far for all these references, chapter approved 2019, for example. Now this is all to do with 8th edition going backwards. So when we get into 9th edition, when new stuff comes out, the codex information here won't automatically be available just with your subscription. You'll need to put the code in from your, bought codex, or I assume purchase it on this app, potentially, I don't know. But yeah, for now, very basic, but we do have a lot of stuff here. Now, one thing is that if you were to look at the Age of Sigmar app, there's a hell of a lot more there for 99p a month than what we've got here. So you got access to a lot more information there. So it's interesting that, this is what we've got currently. But yeah, I wonder how they're going to tie in the two. Are they going to monetize Age of Sigmar differently? Because I believe there's further in-app purchases and that kind of thing for Age of Sigmar. But there does appear to be more in the app. So for example, battle plans and that kind of thing, those are in the Age of Sigmar app. However, I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping at least, that information will become available as and when the Battleforge stuff gets updated. So there you go, no core rules. So if I try and tap on that, it just kicks me out. But for what it is so far, which is just a collection of datasheets and codexes and that kind of thing, for what it is so far, I've got pretty much what I thought I was going to get. Now, for example, the Psychic Awakening stuff, if I quickly run through this, they go Litanies of Devout. So yeah, all the additional rules and that kind of thing from there do appear in here. Saga of the Beast. So again, Litanies of Battle, detachment abilities, specialist mobs. The orcs are a truly numberless race with an overwhelming predisposition to war, blah, blah, blah. So it gives you all the specialist mods that are available for that as well. So personally, I quite like the information that we've got here. I think it's well presented. We'll be able to get to it pretty easily. Now, this is day one for the app, so I'm expecting it to, over time, perhaps improve and get better and have more information in there. But as it is for now, I'm fairly happy. I think it's pretty good. So hopefully, as standard iOS users, we'll get the proper app soon. So I won't have to fudge it with a Kindle Fire, which is probably about 7 or 8 years old. It's one of the very first ones that came out. So interestingly, that it does actually operate on this really old crappy tablet. Oh yeah, so we can also look at it. Landscape. Obviously not seeing much info. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. And yeah, hopefully it will continue to get better and improve with time. Thanks for watching, guys.